And I'm out for a ride. It's a beautiful day. So this is what it's looking like at Roasters. Not a lot of masks around. My bike is out there. There's a couple of dumbed down people. Kind of sad that beachside is going to be closing. End of summer. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. It's pretty quiet in here today. There's a few tourists around. It's a very warm morning. It's early in the morning here. So when you're on Salt Spring Island, visit Salt Spring Island Roasters. They actually sell this coffee in Costco, believe it or not. Tourists around. See, we got one watcher in there. There's my bike right there. Right out there, you can see it right there. A glorious day. Live from Roasters. So Michael's coming out, eh? Hey, I talked to Ian at the ferry a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Cool. Hope to see him. Beautiful, isn't it?
Too warm for me. I was out last night watering my trees and just making.
Hey, how's the eucalyptus tree? Did it make it? Did it actually make it? Because it was pretty cold in the end of December.
It looks very healthy. Yeah.
Good, and it's growing?
Oh yeah, it's very good.
Sometimes it takes about a year before it really roots out, and then
There
it
was a year, like 2 years ago, it wasn't looking
just
so
kind of
good.
sat there.
Yeah, and then last year it looked much better, and now this year it looks good.
The leaves will change with age, so there's a mature one growing in front of the Chamber of Commerce on the parking lot side, and there's also one growing beside Man Hall I planted. You know the little coffee shop beside Man Hall?
Yeah.
Look at the big eucalyptus tree beside, it's the same species.
right.
And if you ever want to prune them, spring and summer only. Never prune them in the fall or winter. You'll kill them. You'll actually kill a eucalyptus tree
I
because
don't
there's
see
some...
myself pruning it.
Yeah, if you ever want it to be smaller though, you just chop it in the spring or summer.
I know.
Cool. Oh, I'm glad it's doing good.
Be a lot better.
Good to see you. I planted a eucalyptus tree for her a couple years ago, and it's doing well, a Periniana. Lots of people in the coffee shop. Lots of people in the coffee shop. When's at work, so I went for a bike ride and a nice cup of java. is. Pretty big coffee shop. Finally warm weather here, you know. It's really warm this morning. Hey, did you go to Mexico?
Did you send me pictures of your garlic?
My garlic is thriving. No, I didn't, but they're freaking
Somebody
huge.
sent me a message they had harvested their garlic.
No, I haven't harvested already. I don't know if it's not ready to harvest, I don't
Can you
think.
escape it?
No, but I should.
Escape it?
Should I escape it?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I got it. It's tall. It's like really tall.
Well, you
But it's
planted
still
late.
green. I planted it late.
When it dries out, then harvest.
But I have to scape it first, right?
Absolutely.
And you can eat the scapes?
Absolutely.
I'll go down there today when I get back. I was just out for a motorbike ride. I figured, you know what? Let's go for a ride. Wendy's at work.
Work?
She works, yeah. She works at the Weatherly Inn.
Cleaning lady.
She's a cleaning lady at the Weatherly Inn. She also does, no, actually she was cleaning. She worked there for 10 years. She's doing the breakfast now. She does the breakfast up at the Weatherly Inn. She's in the kitchen. She likes it better. It's easier on her back.
Yes, no bending. no
Her
making-
back,
no
yeah, her
bending.
back is shot because she had back surgery years ago and it wrecked her back. The lower back surgery, she had herniated discs and bending and stuff and doing beds and
Never
cleaning.
mind her, me.
Yeah, she's 62 now. I'm catching up to her. I'm 58.
Those things? That was good?
Good, got over COVID 3 weeks ago.
You did not.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, got it. Yeah, Wendy got it. So Wendy took an art retreat class, a 9-day art retreat class at Stoll Lake Farm. 2 people came up from California fully vaccinated. They were sneezing and coughing in the fucking class, excuse my French. So they said they had to go get tested. They tested positive. This is quite a few days into the thing. And then they spread it to lots of people in the class. So Wendy was sitting beside them. So Wendy came back home that day and she says, you know, there's 2 people in the class that tested positive. I says, that's not good because then you're going to get it because it's pretty contagious. And then I'm going to get it and I'm trying to avoid it because I'm not vaccinated, right? So she got it. A couple days later, she got it, sick as a dog.
Symptoms.
Super bad headache. So she had, it's different for everybody. She had a migraine headache, really sick stomach, body aches, fever, a little bit of a fever. Fever wasn't that bad, but it was aches and pains and chills.
You?
Me, I had a headache for, not a really bad headache for just part of a day. And then the worst part was my sore throat for 3 days. The worst sore throat I've ever had in my life. And I rarely get sick. You know what I mean? The survival rate for it's nearly 100%. I'm not worried about it. I didn't want to get it, but I wasn't worried about it if I got it. It's
nice proof testing.
No, it's 99.8% survival rate. I'm not worried about it. That's what it is. Unless you listen to the news, they'll freak you out, right? So, and I know lots of people that have had it. So the worst, I had muscle aches and pains, probably the worst ones I've had for about 2 days. 2 days, and then I had chills. I didn't have a fever. I didn't feel sick. I never felt sick, but the sore throat was the worst for like 3 days. It was really hard to swallow, and I was actually upset. I was mad that I had this sore throat, and then my taste buds went. My taste buds are just coming back.
Oh, really?
And I like my taste buds.
You actually lost your...
Yeah, I lost my taste buds. My smell was okay, but my taste
Garlic
totally
didn't taste like garlic?
Yeah, no, and I was eating lots of garlic too. So every day I work out 5 days a week. I take vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C. I take zinc and I take NAC. I take all the vitamins to fight bad stuff. So knock on wood, I didn't remember the last time I got sick, but when she said that these guys tested positive, I go, you're going to get it, because they were sitting right. About a week, it kicked the shit out of us. Right? But after that, I felt like I'd go do something, and then my energy would be really drained. So it's really, it's absolutely, now I'm feeling really good. I feel I'm about 90% right now. And then I've been working out now for about a week and a half, back in the gym, right?
Back to normal.
But I couldn't really do much. I just want to just lay on the couch and do diddly squat. You know, it wasn't good. You don't want to get it. Because it can kick the shit out of you even if you're vaccinated.
Absolutely.
I know people that have been vaccinated that were in bed for 2 weeks after getting it, right? And it depends on age. It really, see, I'm 58, Wendy's 62. Her friend is 63, and she's still suffering from it. This is, 2.5 weeks later. She got it later.
Well, as we get older, our immune systems start to crash.
They do. So for older people, it's probably maybe a wise idea to maybe get the special medicine. I call it the special medicine.
Very special.
You know what I mean? My kids are younger. They all have it because they wanted to travel. But I know, like, Wendy's daughter's not vaccinated. It barely even affected her. A little bit of a stuffy nose. That's it. She's 35. Yeah, and then it turned into a head cold, which really bugged me. So never really affected my lungs much. They says, oh, it affects your lungs and you're going to choke on your... Nah, I had coughing. But then it kind of just turned in, when you have a head cold, you feel stuffy. So after all the really bad symptoms went, then I was kind of stuffed up, bit of a head cold. That was it. Done. I got it. So
keep up the good work.
So I watched a doctor talk about it. He says the first time he got it, it literally kicked the crap out of him for 2 weeks. This is a 60-year-old doctor. Kicked the crap out of him. Then he got it again. He got it again probably about 8 months later. He says the second time he got it, it was like a mild flu. Because the immune system, it's working, right? That's the thing, but you don't want to get it. I didn't want to get it. And I was so fucking mad when she came home. It's like, damn it.
Well, it was a test case, and there you are.
I tested it. I went on the internet. I did a little live stream. I says, this is what it's like to have it. You know what I mean? I had it. Now, you've talked to somebody that's had it.
Thanks.
And I'm still alive. And I was eating lots of garlic. And
My
garlic.
Portuguese scaped last month, so get those scapes off today.
When did you give me that garlic? That was at Christmas
was late.
time.
It was like...
No, it was Christmas. You knocked on my door at Christmas.
And we traded for seeds.
Right, and I gave you a tiki face, a
Yes,
little
yes.
tiki. So I planted it like right after that. So that was like about 6 months ago.
So you were 6 weeks behind, but...
Oh, is it that late, eh?
Yeah, but it'll still finish in July.
Okay, I'll go check the scapes. Good talking to you.
Steam them.
Oh, is that right?
Just steam with a bit of potato and a little veggie in the same thing.
That's healthy. That's why you're so healthy.
Yes, thank you.
See you, Wayne. Hey, how did your roto do? Did your roto do good this year? Was it spectacular? Because there was a massive one in front of your house. It gets kind of the reddish. Because it looks spectacular when it blooms. Did it bloom nicely? It was roto weather this spring because we had that crappy cool spring and rotos love it. Our garden's a jungle. It's just insane. You've been in there before, right? You got to use a freaking machete to get through now. We got this tree blooming from South America. It's called an abutilon. It's an evergreen, they call it an evergreen maple, a flowering maple. It's pretty rare to see here. It's about 15 feet tall. I planted it in 2001. It never even lost a leaf in that cold weather. And it's completely covered with these papery, kind of purple flowers. They look tropical. The whole thing is solid flowers. It absolutely loves it. The garden is just taken off. Now we got to water. Lots of watering to do now. That's what I'm going to do when I get home. Water. Okay, that's all, folks. There's Rainier. How you doing, buddy? You back on the soccer team?
No, they won't let me play. They haven't told me
Hey,
yet.
I had COVID 3 weeks ago. Do you want to know something? So, Wendy, you know Wendy, my wife,
Yeah.
she took an art retreat down at Stoll Lake Farm for 9 days. 2 people came up from California. They're sneezing and coughing in the front class. They're fully jacked, fully vaccinated,
Yeah.
coughing and sneezing. So they got tested. They tested positive for that COVID shit. So she comes home. She goes, "Guess what? The people that are sitting next to me tested positive. They're fully vaccinated." And I'm furious, right? I'm like, "You fuckers, you can come through the border, no problem. You test positive." I says, "Well, you're going to get it next because that's pretty contagious."
Yeah.
So she started feeling sick. A day later, or 2 days later, she came home, bad headache, body aches, all the bad flu, right? Then I got it. And it kicked the crap out of me for a week. I'm not gonna lie, I got a good immune system, but it kicked the crap out of me
Yeah.
for a week. I take my vitamins. The worst part was 2 days of really bad body aches, like a bad flu, sore throat for just about 3 days. The worst sore throat, and I was just furious. Like most people are like, "Oh, pain." I'm like, "You fucking vaccinated people." Like I'm bitching at these
I
guys.
know, they're spreading.
No, that's the thing. So I says, now you got to stay away from those people. So I got over it in a week. You know what I mean? I had a bit of a headache. I didn't feel sick. Nothing was wrong with my lungs. And then it kind of turned into a head cold. But we got over it. And I'm not vaccinated. I would never get that vaccine.
No, you
Survival rate, nearly 100%. It's like a bad flu.
It's like that's what your immune system's for. You need one every now and again.
Exactly. And now if I get it again, and I saw a doctor talking about this, the first time he got it, kicked the crap out of him for a couple of weeks. Second time he got it, he says, just like the mild flu. Second time around. He says, because it's your immune system working for
Yeah,
you. Once you get all that shit put in your body, that poison, your immune system not working for you anymore.
Oh, I know. I haven't got it yet, I don't think.
A lot of people have had it.
I could have had it.
Oh, yeah.
But I use, I've been a herbalist for 50 years. I use stuff that...
So use good stuff. Hey, how you doing? So I take vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin C, NAC, zinc. Eat right, work out, fresh air, and don't hug jab people.
I hug everybody. I was talking to that Mark guy. Mark who lives on the boat over
Yeah.
there, big fucking talk.
Yeah.
He was saying, the people that aren't jabbed, they should just stay home and so they don't spread.